Breaking news just coming in. Defence Minister Arun Jaitley's first major meeting on defence modernisation has now concluded. Deals worth 20,000 crore rupees have been cleared. It's a big boost for the Army, Navy and the Air Force. Well, let's just take you through the key defence proposals which are worth 20,000 crore rupees that have been cleared by Arun Jaitley. What he has also done is cancel the 40,000 crore rupee chopper tender. The deal had been put on hold for several years due to corruption charges. A new tender will now be floated under Modi's Buy and Make India push. Jugal Purohit now joins us live. Jugal, just take us through all the proposals cleared for the forces.
Vedika, it was a long meeting of the Defence Acquisition Council, the apex level authority in the Defence Ministry, which takes a view, the final view in fact, on procurements and policy decisions. It's a long list. Total of rupees 20,000 crores plus what has been sanctioned. I'll just take you through and the viewers force by force. Speaking of the Indian Army first, a big boost to the to the Indian Army's mechanized armor. 118 Arjun main battle tanks, the Mark II tanks, which is what the Army wanted, cleared for 6,800 crores. Apart from that, a self-propelled catapult on the Arjun chassis has also been given the acceptance of necessity, which means they can now actually do the tendering process. After that, an Army communication system in the LAC and LOC, that's extremely high altitude remote areas, has been cleared. This will enable better communication facility at rupees 900 crores. Now, speaking of the Indian Air Force, it can be seen as somewhat of a dampener after being held in cold storage for a while. 197 light utility helicopters tender, in fact the request for proposal which was floated has been retracted. This will essentially mean that the process will have to begin all over again. The difference this time around is that it will have to be bought by an Indian player and made completely in India, not import. The design may still be imported, but the manufacturing will take place in India. This is expected to yield a dividend of rupees 40,000 crores for the Indian private and public sector enterprise. Apart from that, speaking of the Indian Navy, another big winner in today's DAC meeting, long-standing pending requirements of 16 multi-role helicopters, 15 years is what it has actually waited for, has now been cleared. The tenders will be open. Apart from that, a 4,800 crore package for 6 submarines, another extremely critical area where the Navy has been crying for funds, has also been approved. That will take place and give midlife upgradation and life certification to 2 Shishumar class German submarines and 4 Russian Kilo class submarines that the Indian Navy operates. Apart from that, there is an integrated submarine warfare package which includes active towed array sonar, anti-torpedo decoy system that has been cleared for 1,770 crores. Traffic collision avoidance system for major aircraft of the Indian Navy. I beg your pardon. The Sea Dragons, the Tu-142s, Dorniers, that also has been cleared. So all in all, the biggest one out here is that the offset deviations for Chinook heavy lift helicopters for the Indian Air Force and Apache attack helicopters for the Indian Army have also been cleared, which will mean that the proposal now moves on to the final stage of CCS, after which the contract will be signed and then subsequently production will start. All of this, in a sense, addressing a lot of key concerns which have been raised by the armed forces for a very long time. But one must understand, even as we talk about it, that it will take a long time because it will take as much time to actually fructify. But nevertheless, this meeting is being once again seen in a very positive light. Long-standing requirements like the helicopters, the anti-submarine suit, submarine upgradation, all of it taking place. There are of course some points which still remain. The Indian Army's artillery concern, Indian Army's assault rifle concern, all of it still out of the ambit. But all in all, there is a movement forward on all these proposals.
Jugal, just take us through the details of that key defence proposal which has now been cancelled, really the tender rather. We're talking about the 40,000 crore chopper tender.
Vedika, what has happened is there was a request for proposal which was sent to all the foreign manufacturers. Those were being evaluated. Now the Defence Ministry has taken the considered view that we should not be actually providing business to foreign suppliers. We would rather buy the designs and make it in India. So that is essentially what has happened. 197 light utility helicopters today. You can compare it with the Chetaks and the Cheetahs that the armed forces operate for more than 4 for decades. They will be, replaced by modern aircraft. This will be for the Indian Army and for the Indian Air Force, both of them. And in all, there could be more than 400 helicopters that we are talking about. And this, the Defence Ministry says, will actually infuse up to rupees 40,000 crores into the Indian economy, be it the public sector or the private sector. This deal, one must also remember, had featured the Augusta Westland helicopters. There were some bribery allegations. So the ministry now taking a call to actually cancel everything and start afresh, this time buy and make India.
So clearly a huge boost for the forces. We're talking about 20,000 crore rupee proposals that have now been given the green signal by the Defence Minister Arun Jaitley. Jigal, thanks for joining us on that breaking news.